Oh, hello there. Good evening. I wanted to make a video about a YouTube channel that I've watched some of their content over the years, and I think he's quite all right. And yeah, anybody can watch his channel and not be too offended. He says it in such a way. Anyway, the channel is called Brew, Brew. I'll leave a link in the description. And fair warning, this is a serious subject, but he says it in such a way that, it's palatable, almost. If that's the right word to use to describe it. Anyway, on YouTube Mobile, they do have posts. Instead of actual videos, they'll say, their upcoming videos and things like that. And this is what I wanted to talk about because he's mentioning a video that he's going to talk about. He's going to make a video about it. And, well, I believe that he's going to do it. So I'll leave a link in the description, and at some point, he'll make that video. Anyway, the caption for this is, "This woman's photo was taken without her knowing and leaked on social media, but the culprit was not human. It was AI." And it's a picture of her on the toilet. They've obscured her face at this point in time, but before, who knows? I didn't know of this other than, Brew's post on this, and then the video that I'll watch as soon as it is made and uploaded. The thing is, I'm going to disagree with him right away. I know which avenue Brew is going to go down because it's indicative towards his approach towards making YouTube videos. Is he'll make all the explanations about artificial intelligence and how it's Cyberdyne systems, Terminator, all that kind of stuff. I don't believe in that garbage, yo. And the reason I don't is because you take an alarm clock, for an example. At a specific time, it'll set off the alarm. The thing is, it took a human to tell it to do that. And it doesn't know that it's doing it. It's just doing it because it's programmed to do it. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't use alarm clocks anymore except on their phones. I actually have an alarm clock. I went out and bought an actual one because I don't like smartphones. I don't like anything about them. I've made videos about them talking about why I don't like them. And this is one particular reason. Supposedly, randomly, an artificial intelligence component towards a phone took a picture of a woman who was on the toilet taking a crap or a piss. Who knows? I'm not really that interested in that part of the subject. The thing is, never have your phone with your pants down, okay? That's an obvious fact. Unless you're into that sort of thing, then, that's, I guess, your business. I can't say I'd agree with you on that one. But artificial intelligence is the excuse of the future for organizations, up to and including the government, to use as an excuse to do something and claim that they have no responsibility, that it wasn't their fault, that it was a computer glitch, maybe even Russian hackers. It's all still bullshit. A person programmed that to do that. That in itself indirectly makes an individual responsible for doing that. And this story is not unique to this one person, as Brew will probably explain. He's probably going to talk just about this one person, or maybe a few other people. But it's probably happened to thousands, if not millions, of people already. Inadvertently, people are kind of dumb, and it takes them a while to catch on to things. I just watched an episode of The Blacklist where there was this. It was a new episode where there's a supposed chemist who's in prison, and this guy, this electronics guy, is sending drones in to deliver him drugs so he can make a WMD with it. Okay, maybe in some really obscure, low budget prison somewhere down south or something, that could still be possible. But in this day and age, no. And as I explained in a previous video, these institutions, they may look poor as fuck when you go in there, but that's because you're the prisoner. So you may be eating food that costs 30 cents for them on the dollar, and you could be eating, like $20 burgers and things like that, but they don't want you to feel like it's not a reward to go to those places. And yeah, that's why it's so dingy and gross and horrible. And the people that go there are genuinely horrible as well. So I don't believe this whole, oh, the system's cash strapped, it doesn't have any money, blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. You're just not allowed to know about it that it has money as a prisoner. Or a patient, as I said in the previous video. Yeah. Well, in saying that, this drone from the TV show The Blacklist with James Spader, that cannot be done. Not anymore. Maybe there were a few instances way back, maybe 20 years ago, that it did happen. Something about pigeons was in the media as well. That there were carrier pigeons. Yeah, I don't even believe that anymore. But there was an episode of Elementary where they had a mosquito-sized metallic drone, and it was shaped like a mosquito. Now, do I believe they can sneak one of those into a confined prison or asylum type place and poison someone with that? Now, there's no common person who would know how to build one of those things, but a government would know. And say they, I don't know, inject him with malaria or something like that. Some super malaria or something. And then the little metal mosquito flies away, and nobody knows a damn thing. And the whole point of this video is to explain that technology, it's monkey versus robot. Monkey hates technology, technology and the robot hate the monkey. And you have to be able to decide which you would prefer. And to be honest with you, I don't like technology. Technology's a bastard. It's a bitch. It costs money and it enslaves us. There are some practical uses for it. So on a low budget scale, yeah, sure, you have some technology. But I would not invest heavily on it. I would never buy an expensive computer. I resent having a smartphone because that's basically the only type of phone I can get. I don't want my TV being too sophisticated. I don't like being able to do things on it. I don't like music that you download and you don't really own it because it's on an app. I like having CDs. I don't like it that the new computers, you can't even, put your songs that you legally purchased as a CD onto them and then upload it to, because we all had MP3 players that we listened to on the bus or whatever. I quite do it often, listen to music so that I don't have to listen to other people talk. Because to be honest with you, I can't stand the sound of other people's voices when I don't want to hear their voices. People piss me off. That's probably the idea why they invented noise cancelers. But the thing is, I want them to know I'm not listening to them so they can feel offended. So having the old school long ear and wired headset on a little MP3 player suits me just fine. That's low tech, but that's what I want. I don't want. Yeah. Oh, I can do everything on my phone, yo, man. I watched a lot of Reboot as a kid. No, I don't want that. The government doesn't have to know what music I'm listening to. It can fuck off. It's a cunt anyway. So yeah, be on the lookout and don't drop your pants down in front of tech. It's not rocket science here. Anyway, have a good one.